Ready?
Don't eat the dirt.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I've gotten a couple requests to do a video on our essentials that we pack for when we go hiking, whatever gear that we use. Hiking is one of our favorite things to do together, so I'm going to share with you guys today the stuff that we usually take on hikes with us. So first I like to determine how long is this hike going to be. Are we going to be out there for more than maybe 2 hours? If it's going to be more than 2 hours, I generally pack the dogs their own backpacks. This is Phoenix's. It's kind of old. It has 2 pockets, and then you can cinch them with these little things if they're not that full and you want it closer to your dog. My thing with backpacks is that you want them to be like as close to your dog as possible, not like gigantically wide, because we used to have a backpack that Phoenix wore that was like kind of wide, and when we went hiking she would kind of try to go between rocks and stuff and it ripped the entire backpack. So it just fits like a harness. So there's this front part and this goes on her chest and this goes around the dog, and there's a strap that goes underneath and clips at the other side, and there's a middle strap that comes up and clips here, so it's kind of like this on her. It also has its own loop and then like a handle for if she gets stuck places. Phoenix is 50 pounds and she wears a medium. This backpack is Falcon's backpack. We bought it a couple years after Phoenix's. It's the same idea. It has a chest plate in the front, but instead of clipping, it's already like attached, so you kind of have to like stick her paw through the one side and then it clips over the other side. So this is kind of how it fits on her. And then there's another strap in the back. The cool thing about this backpack is it came with these bladders for the dogs, which I actually really like because they're not heavy when they're empty, so as they're drinking their water it kind of just, and this helps it stay even closer to the dog's body so that it's not like, you know, sticking out like a bunch of saddlebags. I like these water bottles because as they empty out they get smaller. The thing is, if your dog is not like good at drinking water from a water bottle, you're gonna need like a bowl or something to put their water in. So I have this, it's just a collapsible bowl, and I have a carabiner attached to it so that Mike and I can just like clip it onto one of our backpacks and it's just like hanging out there. So we could put like dog food in it, you could put water in it. This is the one we like to use for the girls. I don't know for you guys if your dogs are like this, but when we first get out on the trail, they're insane. They're like pulling, they're so excited about everything. Having them wear the backpack with their own water in it, I never make them carry my water, I always make them carry their own water. It kind of like helps them regulate their speed and their excitement because they've got like the weight on them. And then as we're hiking, they're drinking their water, so now it's not being carried, and when they get more tired, they have less weight. If we do get to a point where the dogs are just like too tired and they're like, okay, like we don't feel like carrying these anymore, Mike and I end up carrying the backpacks, but it's kind of nice to have them carry their own water. They want to help, want to do their own thing. Before we got the bladders, we used to be carrying these around. These are Gulpies. Basically, it's just a water bottle, and then the lid opens up like this, and then you could flip it over and then squirt the water out, and then the dog drinks out of this little trough thing here. So it's kind of awesome to bring on a shorter hike, and each dog has their own, obviously. Sometimes Mike and I will just put them in our backpacks if we're not going out for that long and there's like really no need for them to like carry giant backpacks with their water in it. We'll just carry their water and then we'll just give them water. That's really important to bring when you go hiking with a dog. It's so important, especially a husky, and especially if it's kind of warm outside. Always bring them water, and if they run out, you should share your own water. So the next thing that I want to go over is the harnesses that they wear. If they're not going to be wearing their backpacks, usually I put Phoenix and Falcon in their harnesses, because they tend to get really excited when they're on hikes, like I've said before. So I don't want them pulling at their collars. Usually when we hike, it's either their backpacks or their harnesses. I feel like, and I mean, Phoenix and Falcon will have to speak for themselves on this, but I think it's a little bit more comfortable for them to wear these on the longer like hikes. The other essential for us, and I've been using it since we had Phoenix like a very long time ago, so this one may not be on the market anymore, I don't know. This Ruffwear bungee leash it clips to the dog's harness or collar like this, and there's also like a little loop here if you want to hold on to them like close by if we're like ready to cross the street or something. But the rest of it is like stretchy cord that ends in this loop that you can tie around your waist, which is my favorite thing. It's kind of dorky looking, but you have your hands free and your dogs are kind of just like attached to your waist, and like, yes, you got to make sure that it doesn't like hike up to your back and you hurt your back. If you trust your dogs to not like drag you, it's awesome. And actually, I'll tell you a little secret. When I start getting tired and the dogs aren't tired, they kind of just pull me and I like let my feet move beneath me, and I'm like, oh, they're totally helping me while I hike. And now the most important part of the leash harness system for the girls is this coupler. What it does is it attaches the two dogs to each other, and then the main leash I have coming this way so they can't get crazy and just go all over the place, because that's the worst thing ever when they get all tangled up. I have this main leash attached to this middle part, and then I attach each of these to the two girls' harnesses. And then they have to walk side by side nicely and be friends with each other. Having them attached to each other is the only way I can hike like one person to two dogs. If I have both leashes, like sometimes one of them will go in this direction and the other one will see like a squirrel over here, and it's just like asking for me to get tripped by all of their leashes or get pulled or dislocate a shoulder. So I love this leash coupler. It's adjustable. You can put them closer to each other. You can put them further from each other. It's really what works. And when we go hiking, each dog has their own specific side they like to walk on. So when I'm hiking or running, Phoenix is always on my right and Falcon is always on my left. And that's how they like it. And actually, if they get twisted up, they'll fix themselves so that they're both like on their correct sides. If you wanted to go the budget-friendly route for when we go camping or hiking or whatever, and you don't want to purchase like, you know, a fancy collapsible bowl. If you have room in your pack or your car or whatever, we've also been using these like takeout containers. I think we got Chinese food once and it came in this and it had like a clear lid, but we just tossed the lid because this is the perfect water bowl. We've taken this to dog parks, we've taken it to camping with us, and we just either fill it with food or fill it with water, and it's pretty much free because it came from takeout. And if we leave it somewhere, like if we leave it at the dog park, we don't care because we'll just go get Chinese food again, and then ta-da! And the last but not least thing that we take hiking with us are duty bags. I don't like to leave my dog's duty just somewhere out on the trail for any old innocent person to step on. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Let me know in the comments section below what your hiking essentials are. If you guys like to go hiking with your dogs, what are your dogs like on hikes? Are they crazy when they first start out, and do they mellow down, or are they just crazy the entire time? Let me know. I love hearing your comments and hearing about your dog stories. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I post new things every Wednesday. You can hit that little circle with my face in it to subscribe. If you want to see my last video, you can go here, and if you want to see more dog stuff, you can go down there. And now that we're at the end of this video, it's time for This Is a Pillow. Alright, it's been real. See you guys next time. Bye!